Good evening, fellow gamers, and welcome to another edition of CheQ-It Weekly, keeping you up to date on all the video game industry has to offer. I'm your host, Strathimus, and let's step into your gaming news. Mojang's game Minecraft, the indie title has taken the internet by storm, has reached over 20 million users in total. A post came from the creator of Minecraft, Marcus Persson, better known as Notch, stating the staggering number of players that have since joined the ranks of sandbox creativity. This is pretty apparent proof that indie developers can easily take a market as based on large company names and flip it on its head. The boss of IGDA Mobile, Kevin Dent, has come out over the weekend and called all future THQ IPs and titles to be cancelled, eventually ending up with the publisher itself being sold by the year 2014. THQ has since come out and denied such claim, stating that all IPs are being worked on and that they wish to keep streaming out high-quality content. An MMO is regarded, one dealing with Games Workshop, the company behind the Warhammer 40k board games, meaning a Warhammer 40k MMO might be in the works. Looking forward to see how that will turn out. Dead Island, the zombie horror survival first-person shooter role-playing game, also known as yet another flop of 2011, is releasing a new downloadable content pack in February. This pack will include a new co-op campaign, 2 new weapons, and 2 new blueprints, and will focus around the primary antagonist of Dead Island, Mr. White. This DLC pack will be appropriately named Rider White, and will set you back about $10. Not sure if it'll be worth it. Max Payne 3's release date has once again been pushed back, going from their targeted March release date to May 15th. This will be pushing the game to be sold during the publisher's 2013 fiscal year, starting on April 1st. Strauss Zelnick, chairman and CEO of Take-Two, the publishers of Max Payne 3, states that the pushback is to ensure the game is delivered in the highest quality. The release during the 2013 fiscal year also lines up into their beefy release titles, a few being BioShock Infinite, Borderlands 2, and what people are hoping for to be Grand Theft Auto 5. Sony has announced a release date for their mech fighting game titled Starhawk, the alleged sequel to Warhawk. The game is planned to be released on May 8th of this year, and the game's public beta being released on the 16th. The developers state that the beta is currently in a rough state and only boasts a few of the planned features to be in the game by release. Sadly, this title will be PlayStation 3 only, so I guess that's one title I'll have to miss out on. In-Mass Entertainment, the developers of the highly anticipated MMO Terra, have finally announced a release date. The action-oriented MMO role-playing game will be coming out on May 1st this year, making the mark in MMO history for having a truly action-oriented game of its genre. Terra will also feature a pretty in-depth political system where players can promote other players based on their skills and their attitudes to leave a mark within the game's in-game history. Pretty exciting stuff, and I'm looking forward to playing it. Happy Action Theater drops a release date. This party game will allow for up to 6 consecutive players on one console to roll around in lava, turn into butterflies, and other crazy stuff. It sounds like a pretty ridiculous game, but could be an insane amount of fun if you got the Xbox Kinect and the living room space to play it. Double Fine's Happy Action Theater will be out on February 1st with a price tag of 800 Microsoft points. Electronic Arts and BioWare announced the release date of the Mass Effect 3 demo, which I'm sure a lot of us are looking forward to playing. The demo will include both a single-player and multiplayer co-op portion of the game, allowing fans to play bits of the game they're looking forward to. The demo is planned to hit all gaming platforms by February 14th, and the complete game itself will hit shelves on March 6th. Me personally, I'm looking forward to playing the demo to unlock stuff in Kingdoms of Amalur. Tequila Works, a company that launched in 2010, will be bringing their title Deadlight to the Xbox Live Arcade. Tequila Works brought together a wide array of talent ranging from Blizzard, SCE Europe, Mercury Steam, Pyro Studios, and Triumph Studios. There's not much detail on the game yet, aside from it being a cinematic puzzle platformer set in the year 1986. Sounds pretty interesting, and I'd like to see how this title pans out for the new company. BioShock Infinite, the third game of the BioShock series, has been confirmed of a year 1999 mode, which makes moral choices and character specifications more focused, meaning the game will be more difficult later on if you're not used to how the game plays, and might have a few slip-ups if you don't upgrade your weapons. The way to unlock the 1999 mode is still unclear, but developers had hinted at a possible Konami code or something very similar to be put at the main menu in order to unlock it. Resident Evil 6 has popped up all over the internet, with promotional pictures and an entire devoted website called nohopeleft.com, hinting at a November 20th release date. GameStop and GamesBeat have both been confirmed of the release date and the release of a new Resident Evil game. The game is said to feature old classic characters such as Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy, as well as Ada Wong. I'd like to see this promotional campaign carried further, as it looks pretty sweet so far. Major League Gaming's 2012 Pro Circuit season details have been released. The new details are drastically different from last year's MLG, with the head of MLG, Sundance DeGiovanni, focusing on the tournaments to be more year-round instead of all clumped up in one time frame, much like all other sports. These new details include regional qualifiers, arena tournaments, winter championships, and more esports coverage to fans, while also celebrating the hard work of competitive gamers. I'm a huge esports fan, and I can't wait to see this shift into the right direction, as I'm more interested in video game sports than football or anything like that. Patch 1.4 will be hitting Skyrim soon, with the most noteworthy part of the patch being the heap load of fixes for the PS3's massive amount of problems. A lot of quests have been fixed, further polishing this amazing game. PC modding tools will soon follow the release of patch 1.4, but no date has been given. Can't wait to start modding my copy of Skyrim. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD will feature at least 7 remade maps that originated from the first 2 Pro Skater games, giving its fan base a feeling of nostalgia. These maps include Warehouse, School 2, Mall, Hangar, Phoenix, Marseille, and Venice. I had never played much of the original Tony Hawk games, but I still recognize a few of those map names. Can't wait to see them remade in the upcoming game. The Mortal Kombat port for the PlayStation Vita will feature touchscreen fatalities, and pushing the X-ray meter on the screen will make your character perform an X-ray attack. The game will also have other handheld features we've come to know and love, like tilting the screen of your handheld, which in turn will affect the gravity in-game. I think this is a step in the right direction for fighting games as a whole to make it feel more action-packed and skill-based. Thanks for watching this week's episode. If you enjoyed what you've seen, like the video and subscribe, and post comments below on what I can do better. Once again, this has been Drathamus, and I hope you check it out next week. My question of the week is, do you think Major League Gaming is finally taking off, and will eventually turn out to be like the NFL Super Bowl? Personally, I think MLG requires a lot more skill and dedication than playing football or baseball, and can't wait to see esports taking off for the rest of the world. If MLG keeps up its momentum, I think we'll be seeing a lot more televised games between professional gamers.